Hey guys, welcome back for another great video. So I will be introducing to you 18 upcoming anime for spring 2021. All of them are scheduled for April 2021 and I will be telling the story of each one of them. Make sure to follow me till the end. So for more details, let's jump to the next part of the video. But before we get started, I appreciate if you first take a second to subscribe to the channel and smash even that like button. So without any further ado, let's get started guys. To begin with My Hero Academia Season 5, Endeavor is now the #1 professional hero, must have lived up to that position while taking on the most formidable nomads to date. Classes 1A and 1B faces off in a joint training boot. Hitoshi Shenso, who is eager to participate in the hero course, joins them. During the exercise, Midoriya discovers a new secret about One for All, one that none of the previous 8 users could have dreamed of. To your eternity. An immortal being has been sent to Earth. He first meets a wolf, then a young boy living alone in the middle of a snowy landscape. Thus begins the journey of the immortal, a journey made of experiences and encounters, an implacable world. Don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro. Nagatoro is a first-year high school student who takes great pleasure in annoying one of her classmates every day. The teenager goes through all these embarrassing situations because he is in love with her but doesn't know how to tell her. Very quickly, this little game turns into a very strong friendship that will not leave Nagatoro indifferent. Welcome to Demon School Iromacon Season 2. We follow the adventures of Suzuki Iroma, a teenager always benevolent to people who has been sold to a demon. Adopted as the demon's grandson, Suzuki enters the Dominic Ward School in which he has to hide that he is a mere human from his supernatural classmates. It begins for the young boy a school year that is not easy. The Slime Diaries, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. This is a spin-off from the novel Me When I Reincarnated in Slime, where we follow Rimuri and her friends in their free time. Shaman King. This is a new adaptation of the manga Shaman King. Yo can see the ghosts and merge with them to use their skills. His dream is to become Shaman King, the shaman possessing the ultimate ghost, the great spirit, universal knowledge, but the road is strewn with pitfalls and many other shamans have the same goal, to win the shaman fight. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. After having lived a difficult life punctuated by her work, as Zosa Aizawa dies from overwork after her death, she obtains the right to reincarnate with, in addition, a special skill. She then asks for immortality to be able to rest. Following this, she begins to earn a living by killing slimes, rather weak monsters. Fortunately for her, after killing slime for centuries, she becomes a very powerful sorceress, which attracts different people who wish to compete with her. Addin Zero. The story takes us on the adventures of Shiki and Rebecca, sometimes hunted down by space coursers, sometimes in the footstep of cosmic entity. Their journey has only just begun. Moriarty the Patriot Season 2. 2 orphan brothers are welcomed into the Moriarty family thanks to the hidden ambitions of the eldest son Moriarty Albert. Albert saw in the oldest of the 2 brothers the intelligence and the charisma he needs to fulfill his dream of cleaning up society from those who believe they are above the law. So Albert offers to offer them his wealth and influence on condition that the boy's intelligence at the service of his dream. 13 years later, alongside their official activities, the adoptive Moriarty brothers became private counselors. Led by William, they investigate murders or help people, victims of injustice, get revenge on the rich who have made them suffer. In either case, their punishment is ruthless because the punishment they inflict is none other than death. Mars Red. Year 1923, vampires have always existed, but today the number of vampires is increasing and a mysterious source of artificial blood called Askra has appeared. The Japanese government designated Code Zero, a unit within the military to dismantle vampiric forces. And what better way to hunt down vampires than by using vampires. Created by Lieutenant General Nakajima, this unit has always been in charge of intelligence, but it has been reassigned to resolve the vampire crisis. It's up to Code Zero and defraud an S-class vampire to investigate and stop this strong growth before the company collapses. Burning Kabaddi. We follow the daily life of Tetsuya, a teenager and former football prodigy who joins his high school Kabaddi's team. Contact support, which is kind of a mix between rugby and wrestling. Godzilla's singular point. We follow two geniuses, researcher Maya Kamino and engineer Yon Arikawa, who predict that an unprecedented threat is about to arrive on Earth. Farewell, my dear Kramer. We follow the daily lives of teenager girls who are members of their high school women's football club. Among them, new recruit Simuri Soyo, gifted at football but who has never won a single game. His college rival Sojisaki Midori will have to team up. It's too sick to call it love. We follow the daily life of Amako Saraya, a businessman who falls in love with his little sister's best friend, Ichika, Arima, and Otako. Ryu will then try to seduce her until the latter goes out with him, even if it means using very questionable ways. Mishora no Oto, Setsu Sawamura and his brother Wakana are the grandsons of a great shamisen musician. Since the latter's death, Setsu, who has always lived listening to his grandfather play, is adrift. He no longer goes to school and little by little loses his passion for music, but while his mother enrolled him in a new establishment, the flame he kept for his grandfather's instrument seems to be rekindled. Let's Make a Monk 2. This story centers on a young high school student moving into a shopping street in Tajimi. She will thus meet many people passionate about pottery. What will she discover in a city renowned for its ceramics? Bakerton. We follow the daily life of the members of the rhythmic gymnastic club of the Ayo High School. Cestus, the Roman fighter. We follow the daily life of adolescents during ancient Rome. Among them, Cestus is a 15-year-old slave forced to fight for his freedom as a bare-handed gladiator during ancient Rome. He studied the arts of combat under the guidance of a legendary gladiator. At 17, Nero became the youngest emperor of Rome. Under the tutelage of his Machiavellian mother, he must learn everything to manage this increasingly fragile empire. So this is it for now, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I upload mostly daily videos or at least 4 videos per week. Make sure you follow me for more updates. Anyway guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel and I wish you all a great day.